What's a beautiful day? I hope that you are doing well. So today is a bit of an unusual video for me because I have not done this kind of video for about a year now. I did say that in my last video something I wanted to start bringing to this channel is gaming videos, and so that is what I have for you today. I have my first ever. So that is what I have for you today. So in today's video we are going to be playing Lego Harry Potter years 1 through 4. Of course I've played this game before, but I was thinking of perhaps trying a game that I've never played before. Maybe thinking that trying the new experience would be pretty cool to do on camera, but this is a fun game and I really enjoy it, and it's something that I've wanted to play for a short while now. So yeah, I'm going to play that, and I'm glad you're here, and let's hope that this is an entertaining video for you. With all that being said, let us get into it. So, like I said, I have played these games before, and one of the brilliant things about the Lego games is that none of the characters really speak, especially in the older ones. So even if you can't speak English or it's set to a language that you don't speak, you're fine because the characters don't speak. It's all just kind of noises and stuff like that, which I think is brilliant. I love the way also that these Lego games have the perfect ability to just completely take a serious situation from a film and just make it so funny. So if you've seen the Harry Potter films, then this is of course when Harry is brought to the Dursleys. And there we go, Harry in his living in his cupboard under the stairs. I remember watching a video once that was talking about why the Dursleys hated Harry so much, and the thinking behind it is that because Harry was a Horcrux. If you haven't seen Harry Potter, then this probably sounds like absolute gibberish to you. But in this video, it said that Harry is a Horcrux. He's one of the pieces of Voldemort's soul that he was split into so many pieces. And as we know from one of the later films, when Ron had one of the Horcruxes, he started to become really resentful and really bitter towards Harry. So the Horcruxes have this ability of making everyone in the area kind of feel resentful to a certain person, and Harry being a Horcrux, everyone's resentful of him. As much as they want to care, they cannot care for him. They're almost forced to hate him in a way. Anyway, I've been chatting for a while. Let's shut up and watch this. Okay, so it's saying here that we can use Hagrid to... I think I remember what we have to do. We have to get Hagrid to lift up Harry. One thing just ignore that happened. One thing I remember from playing this game when I was younger that frustrated me was when you'd have one player who'd need to be in a certain position, like up here, and then you'd have another player who was down below, and what would happen is one of them would say Harry was up here. Harry would jump off the platform to go back down to Hagrid, but you need Harry up there in the first place. So maybe I'm just thinking too much into it, but it frustrated me nonetheless. Now this, I think, is going to take us onto Diagon Alley. This is in the films where the first time that Harry is really introduced to the wizarding world. So I've just messed around with some of the controller settings because, yeah, that was very confusing, but we should be good to go now. One thing I want to say real quickly as I'm getting into this, I was never really any good at video game commentaries, especially when I done it back before. The last video commentary I played was with Star Wars: The Old Republic, and if you go back and watch those videos, you can tell it took me a few episodes to get comfortable in it, and even then I only made a few episodes in the first place. So forgive me if I talk too much, forgive me if what I talk about isn't too relevant. Just let me take a bit of time to get into what I'm doing, and once I've gotten into it, you know, I'll just work on making it better. I guess that's all I can hope to do. So I've just noticed that there was a nice old purple star up there, which is the most valuable ones there. So I can see down here that we have potions a potion to be made. I think this is a polyjuice potion. No, it's not. It's a strength potion. Never mind, I've played this before. I should know. Is it? Is it? No! Tell a lie. I think it may be an exploding potion. We'll see. It's a potion. Let's figure out what potion it is. So I'd like to think that... So I would have liked to have thought that if you're watching this, you've probably played this game before. Which is to say that when it comes to making potions and stuff, if I talk about it and you don't have a clue what's going on, I apologise. I am just assuming that people have played it, but I'll try to, you know, say what I'm doing, say what's happening, just in case you have or haven't seen it. So, it says here, only very strong characters can pull back heavy chains. Well, I know Harry isn't strong, and Hagrid is a very huge character, so let's see if he can pull back the chain. Yeah, there we go. So I think it goes without saying, but if you haven't seen the Harry Potter films and you are wanting to watch them and you don't want them spoiled, this definitely is not a game that you want to be watching anyone play, because there is going to be spoilers galore. This game is basically the entire years 1 to 4, or the first 4 Harry Potter films in Lego form. So just a heads up there. That's another thing about the Lego games also. There's so much going on. You really have to take your time and go through them if you want to find and achieve everything. Ah, there's the last one. So we have one more of this little objective to go. There we go. So a golden stud. That's not too mad at that. So I think, as I saw earlier, we have to go and speak to this goblin. I love the way he has the little Lego Harry Potter character on his keyring there. That was a lovely drawing. Better than anything I could draw, which is sad but true. I am debating getting a controller for this game maybe in the next episode, because it is weird to play with a keyboard, let me tell you now. I'm not certain, but I think I heard somewhere that they remastered this game, which is pretty cool, I think. There's such a nice kind of innocent charm to the Lego games, you know. Even if it's covering more serious films like the Batman series, like you wouldn't expect anything to do with Batman, especially if you've seen the film, to be towards kids. Like, it's a really serious movie where serious stuff kicks off, and it's very tense moments, it's very dramatic, but when anything's made into a Lego game, yeah, you just can't. Any kind of... I mean, to be fair, there are parts within the different games where, you know, it might be a bit more emotional than others, but you're never going to be terrified of what's going to happen next with a Lego game. And they're just very self-explanatory. You know what you're in for when you play. Now we're going to go to the vault. Harry's parents' vault, was it? Where his money was left for him. And also to collect the Philosopher's Stone, I do believe. Unless I'm completely wrong, and if I am sure there will be someone who will be happy to correct me. See, this is what I was saying earlier about how there are certain things the game will allow you to do and certain things that it won't. For example, you see over here there is like a metal padlock. We don't have the spell, we don't have a character with this spell to deal with that. So if I were to do anything about it, I would have to come back to the game later on when I have a character who has that spell. I don't think there's anything I need in here. So suppose it can't hurt to destroy everything in the meantime. The majority of the LEGO games, as far as I'm aware, have extras that you can add, so like a stud multiplier or little pop-ups and arrows so that you can see where your objectives are and so on. I'm not going to be using any of those in this playthrough. So we have another lever here, we can use this to get rid of the dragon. It's going to be interesting to see how I cut this down, because I very much remember playing Star Wars before and it was very difficult to cut down, to choose which bits were relevant to keep and which weren't, so we'll see. Got a little Lego rave kicking off in here. And in the films, when this moment happens, it's very tense. It's almost scary. But thankfully not in the LEGO games. I think we'll call that a day there. This might be a short episode. I'm hoping not. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this first episode. If there is anything, any critiques you want to give on my commentary or anything that I could do to make this a little bit better, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. I'm happy to listen to your suggestions, and I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. I do want to say this isn't a walkthrough, so there'll be things I'll miss, there'll be things I won't do that you can do. Yeah, I'm not going to complete everything. This is just me playing for fun and trying to enjoy the time with you all. So I want to thank you for watching today's video. Leave me a comment if you want to give me some feedback. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. A new subscriber is always welcome. And as always, live, learn and love always. Peace.